My name is Jason Santos, and I'm a civil engineer. I am a senior project engineer for Pasco Laret Suiter Associates, and it's a civil engineering company located in San Diego, California. I knew I wanted to be a civil engineer when I came home during high school and met my buddy's dad, who was a civil engineer gone developer, who had built his family home from scratch. So when I was at the university, I actually came in declared an animal science major to become a vet. And that's why I chose UC Davis, knowing that they had a good engineering program as well, family being in land development. My second year, I actually transferred over to civil engineering. I was good with people, pretty decent at math, and having strengths in those areas helped me become pretty proficient in engineering. A civil engineer helps developers and cities run more efficiently through design, through planning, through construction. A typical project for me in civil engineering includes residential structures or mixed-use structures. Mixed use is commercial on the ground floor and residential up top, or some form of that nature. Civil engineering can also include dams, bridges, airport runways, pavement design. So when you think about civil engineering, it can be something as small as someone's single-family home and something as great as 20-story structure. So after college, graduating with a degree in civil engineering, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to play professional soccer, and I spent some time, a couple years, figuring that out, pushing those limits. But there was always this draw towards how I wanted to implement myself in the land development world. My process was to interview as many people as possible and try out the many different facets of land development. Specifically figuring out what a civil engineer does and how I can be more focused and emphasized with that knowledge. How I got my current job in San Diego, I had just relocated back down from San Francisco. Originally from San Diego, I knew the area pretty well, but not from a professional civil engineering sense. So I had walked in, resume in hand, and started asking questions. If people were hiring, what type of work they were looking for, what type of people they were looking for. And one question to another led me to the CFO of the company, who then we sat down same day and told me they were hiring and looking for quality people, personable people, let alone have the civil engineering background and experience. So I left my resume and got a call about a week later, interview a week after that, and hired 2 weeks after that. If I was in high school again and wanted to take classes that could help me in civil engineering now, it would be geometry, it would be communications, because communications, no matter the degree, is going to help you throughout your career. Any sort of business class, accounting class, and like every typical engineer or background of an engineer, some form of algebra or calculus. A typical day for me as a civil engineer, I wake up pretty early just to get some exercise and some blood flowing. I show up at the office anywhere between 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning. I start with project management, emails, making sure things are on a timely schedule. And then I roll into about 11 o'clock with design. So coming up with designs and layouts from which a contractor or a builder would build from. At the end of the day, right around 4 or 6 o'clock, I head home and either see my family or stay involved in industry groups and continue learning. What I enjoy most about being a civil engineer is two things. One, helping people provide value in their homes when they look to develop. And two, aid in developments that look to revitalize older buildings and or communities. What I would change about my industry is to help educate young professionals, young students, that their voice has a lot of power. It's surprising how much city officials say they want to hear from the youth, and how that voice is kind of quiet when it comes to city hearings and city meetings. But they are our future. They're the ones who are going to evolve communities, and they need to be heard. If you're able to communicate and visually see 3D models and be able to explain it.